Hey there, it's me, Red Knight, and welcome back to my channel for a heyday video. Now today's video is going to be focusing on the valley. We're heading off to Sri Lanka this time with a gorgeous decoration I think is absolutely beautiful. Now I'm particularly interested in the actual flowers that are located in front of this decoration and the story behind them, so I'm going to tell you that one later. Now first of all, it is a chicken valley. This means that you're going to be collecting chickens as you move around the valley, and those chickens do mean rewards. Now the valley itself is just like normal. As you drive around, you'll be hunting for those little chickens. They will be scattered in various different locations, and you can often see them with a little icon indicating which one is which. Once you actually find a chicken, pick them up, collect it, drive on to the next one until you've got the requisite total that you need to actually get the main rewards. Additionally, as you drive around, you'll be servicing the buildings. Now collecting and delivering to the building is very important because it gives you those tokens. The tokens let you buy items in the in-game shop for items within the valley, but they also allow you to open up the special shop, which gives you the special items. One of those items is diamonds. Maybe you're interested in diamonds. They help you to expand the machines, the productions, plus much more. Now personally, I'm not so interested in this one. I'm more interested in the decoration. As I said earlier, it is very beautiful indeed. Additionally, there are two other rewards you can get as well. One of those is the boosters. Now, the boosters itself are kind of okay. They allow you to increase the production on your machine, maybe speed up. With the new additions to adding the music beat boosters into the game, I wonder in the future if they will be changing the rewards as well. I hope they stay with these ones because I kind of prefer those more than I do the music ones. Now, what's more important for me is the beautiful decoration. You can choose the decoration plus get some diamonds at the same time, but it's the deco that is very nice. Now, I'm going to show you what the deco looks like. I've got a video that I put together from the dev build, and I think you will actually like it as well. I'm also going to be talking about the actual flowers that I mentioned earlier because the history behind them is kind of cool. Now, this is the actual decoration. I put it together with some other plants and trees just to give you a nice little idea on the kind of thing it looks like. You can see the butterflies flying around there going to the flowers, and you've got that beautiful stonework as well. Now, when I actually looked online and I visited some different sightseeing spots in Sri Lanka, I was very impressed with the architecture and especially a few of the locations. But as I said, today I'm going to be focusing on the actual flowers because I do like lilies, and the history behind the actual national symbol of Sri Lanka is very interesting indeed. Now, the national symbol of Sri Lanka in relation to the flower is the blue water lily, and it is also known by the name of Nil Manel. Now, the story behind these actual lilies and how they came to be the national flower and the color issue is very complicated indeed. Simple mistake can have very interesting effects on what happens in the future. So let's go over a bit of the background first of all. Now, in 1986, Sri Lanka named the native blue water lily, known locally as Nilmanal, as its national flower. But a mistake in the official declaration meant an introduced species, violet in color and known as the Damanel, has since been widely promoted as the national flower. So, is the heyday design using the wrong flower or not, I wonder? You can tell me as we get towards the end of the video when you have your chance to look at some examples. Now, presidential greeting cards, postage stamps and school textbooks are among the official publications that propagated this mistake identity. Despite consensus from the scientific community on what the true species is, and despite later government efforts to correct the mistake. And if you actually look online and you look at some of the links for the websites, you'll see a lot of information about this mistake and also about the lilies in question. It's really kind of interesting how a simple mistake can have far-reaching effects. Other cool information that relates to this, a 2017 study shows that the blue and the violet lilies are naturally hybridizing, further complicating efforts to disentangle the two. So basically they are joining together and becoming a new form of lily and flower, which is also very beautiful. And if you look at the different kinds of lilies that are available, they are really gorgeous, as you can see within the video I made earlier. So the question is, do we need to choose a new national flower in Sri Lanka? What do you think? Now, there are several eye-catching candidates that have been proposed, including the pink and crimson Versac orchid, which is very beautiful, the Benara, and the Mathra Mao, which is also very nice. So if you had to choose a brand new flower as a national flower for Sri Lanka, what would you choose? If there's anyone for Sri Lanka here in the actual comments, let me know your views as well, especially about the actual flowers. And did you know this information? As we move on with a little bit more history and one of the key characters that pertain to this mistake and what happened, let's cover some of that details. So a school student in Sri Lanka in 1986, Depethi Yakandawala, sent a greeting card to the country's president. And at that time, he sent a letter back in kind and responded. However, the card came back with the picture of the violet-coloured water lilies, which I believe is the wrong one. Now, this particular flower had been declared a national flower a few months before. However, the one that was sent back actually wasn't the correct flower. And nobody at the time realized that this was actually the wrong one. And because it was an official card, this was one of the mistakes that actually moved out into the community and into the world, and later became an interesting fact as well, which I kind of like to know about. Now, it wasn't just the presidential greeting card that had the same mistake, like government newspapers, postage stamps, which are really cool, by the way, so check those out, and some school textbooks. Over the years, all would bear pictures of the same violet water lily that they identified as the Nil Manel. And basically, it's not the right flower. So if we look at the Heyday design, it has that purple coloration. So I wonder, did Heyday actually choose the right color for the national flower? Or not? Now, if we fast forward to the present day, now Depethi is a prominent plant taxonomist and a professor of botany at the University of Paranaia, and he or she, I'm not sure which one, is leading a campaign to correct the mistake that has persisted over the decades. So I wonder, will they be able to change people's minds? When something's so set into place, it's very difficult to change people's perspectives or viewpoints. But what do you think? Do you think they should change it? Should they keep it the same? Or is it kind of interesting that the mistake exists there? Now, the real national flower, Sri Lanka's national flower, has been declared at the same time as the national tree, the Ceylon ironwood, in February 1986. But the selection committee omitted to include an image of the flower in its report, describing it only as Nymphea stellata, a pale blue water lily. So as a result of this, it was actually the wrong information. Now, the very first time the public heard about the declaration of the national flower was in an article published on March the 1st that year in a state-run newspaper, and that's where the mistake was born. So a simple printing error, a simple omission of an image, a simple mistake has led to far-reaching outcomes. I'm so glad I chose this as a topic because it was really cool reading about this one, and I hope you like this information as well. Now, the photo accompanying the article wasn't that of the pale blue flower, but of a violet one. Hybrid water lily species is now believed to have been introduced to Sri Lanka in the early 1970s as an ornamental plant. So a plant that was brought into the country many, many years later, as an example, was mistakenly used as the national flower. And as a result of this, it became recognized as the wrong one. Now, this mistake rippled out from there. A poster stamp commemorating the declaration also carried the wrong flower. Shock, 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 shock. School textbooks identified the purple lily as a Nymphea stellata, and the president sent out a greeting card showing the same flower. Oh my goodness me, nobody actually checked what is going on. How can you do this? Heyday, did you check as well? Now, not everybody got it wrong. Yay, someone actually knows what they're doing. In 1988 edition of the National Atlas, published by the Survey Department, they carried the image of the correct pale blue water lily. Yes, somebody's got it right at last. Oh my God, it only took many, many years to get it right. So finally in 1988, the correct image was shown. So did they correct it and change it? No. I'm afraid not. Now, even though all government institutions continue to use the wrong flower, they didn't actually change it. So it's a shame. Now, the actual violet flower is an invasive species. It's larger and it's much more widely distributed and therefore easily more recognizable. So I think this is one of the reasons why it actually became more known and popularized as the native flower. Now, this is the actual decoration that Heyday give us. I've cut out that section of the flowers. So the question for you after listening to the information, and please check the links later, did Heyday use the correct national flower? Let me know your thoughts about this interesting topic, because it really is interesting. I love flowers and I love learning about them and their history, their culture, where they come from, whether they are hybrids, whether they are a brand new species or not. But when I actually look at the decoration, I thought, oh, they are beautiful. And then when I read about this topic, I thought, well, it'd be cool to tell you guys. Now, here's an example of the light blue one and the purple blue one. And if you go down to the link there, you can get more information. So which one is the one in the Heyday imagery? Light blue or purple blue? Let me know down in the comments your views and opinions on this one. I think Heyday did the purple blue one personally, which is beautiful, but it's not the correct one. Now, these are some other links that relate to the article I got the information from, plus there's more there, a few other links for different websites itself in Sri Lanka. Do check them out because it does give you more information. Also as well, if you do search on Sri Lanka, do check out some of the tourist sites because it looks like a beautiful place to visit with many interesting sightseeing attractions. Now, for me at the end of the day for this valley, yes, it's a chicken valley and I will be doing it. I'm interested in getting the Serene Temple, as it's called by Heyday. It is gorgeous, it's beautiful, and I love the cat aspect of it on the roof itself. The butterflies are very pretty and they do fly around, as you know, and you've got that beautiful lily pool at the bottom. Now, if you enjoyed my video, please do support me. My creator code is RedKnight, R3DKNIGHT. Please use my code in the game or in the Supercell store, depending on your choice. Also, you choose your favorite content creator. Remember, our codes can be used in any of the Supercell games. Additionally, what's more important, I'm working my way towards my goal of 75,000. Please join me on that journey. Subscribe to my channel and maybe even watch some of my other Valley videos as you learn about the decoration and the themes behind them. But either way, I'm going to say goodbye now and thank you for watching. Don't forget to let me know your view. Bye now.